it was clear to the party that in 3 weeks, we could not bring up someone who hadn't done this before. So we needed basically a candidate who could mobilize a team very quickly and who understood how this outrageous and toxic game is played. And, and someone whose views are in line with the Green Party right now. So that meant basically either Ajamu or myself. And I went to bat to try to get Ajamu to step up to the plate.
That's what I thought was going to be the choice. I was like, he was the VP nominee with you in 2016.
Oh, yeah.
We love him. He's great. I thought he was the person, that kind of the next person to do it.
And he and I had a big fight about this that went on for, I'd say, 2 weeks, because that, we had to lock in by then. And basically he won the argument. I was trying to get him to run and he was trying to get me to run. And he just flat out won that argument. Mainly because he refused. He just refused.
Was it a persuasive argument? He just said, I'm not doing it.
Exactly. Yeah.
What a way to do it.
Yeah. So it was like, for me, it's like, I wasn't going to run. I've done my part, and my family, quite frankly, is ready for me to do some other things. And, so it was like a question of, am I going to let 2 decades worth of work go down the drain? Because if you don't use it, you will lose it. And the Greens were not running a full bore campaign at a time, which is a perfect storm, really, for political transition. The Greens have been ahead of the curve on all of the issues, actually, and that curve has caught up to us. There are a lot of people who are seeing the light right now who've really had it. Genocide is a red line for a whole lot of people, including lifelong Democrats. And, to me, like, it was just like, there's no way we could not run. It's like everything we've done for the last 2 decades, at least, has laid the groundwork for what is happening now. And now that we're, poised to really springboard forward in an unbelievable, mind-boggling way that could actually lead to the White House. When you have 3 genocidal candidates that are all splitting the genocide vote, and you only have one candidate on the ballot, which is a real choice.
For the audience, the third you're talking about is RFK?
RFK, yeah, he's a total, pro-genocide candidate. Yeah. Maybe the most, the most viciously pro-genocide of them all. And so those 3 guys are going to be splitting the pro-genocide vote among them. And there will only be one pro-worker, climate emergency, anti-war, anti-genocide campaign on the ballot. And that's evident from a whole lot of, pieces of evidence, but witness that we already have 75, well, now it's probably more like 85% of the work done to be on the ballot across the country. So we still have some battles to fight, but we are on our way, and the only campaign that's actually on the way to being on the ballot across the country. So there will be one choice at the end of the day. There are 3 compelling voices right now with an anti-empire agenda, but only one of us actually is en route to full ballot access. And this week, we expect approvals on 3 more states, which will bring us to 24 states, but those include the biggest and most populous and most difficult states, that is Texas, California, and Florida, and Arizona, which isn't so
you actually need to become president. I mean, if you don't get Montana or Wyoming, obviously you want the Democratic voice to be heard. But from a strategic and just electoral, as an electoral matter, you can still win without some of those states.